Hello everybody, Tarak37 here, and welcome to, this is going to be a short video. I got some comments from a user named True Crimson 1, who was wanting to know a bit more about the tools that I use for solo games, and I thought, um, you know, I thought that'd be make a good like short video since I haven't had much time to record like the videos that the next videos in this series, but I thought I'd start with this. So the main thing that you're seeing is this is all Foundry Virtual Tabletop, Foundry VTT. Um, it is a virtual tabletop, um, and excuse me, it's honestly been like one of my favorite tools. I learned about it from a player in one of my games. Currently, it costs $50 for a license key, and once you have it, you don't have to pay a cent if you don't want to. Um, there are various. There are some like paid features. For example, you can pay for the Pathfinder Second Edition Kingmaker module, so that you just have everything that you need. It's split. I think it's currently split into two parts. But you can. There are a bunch of official systems and unofficial systems. So, for example, when I first started recording this series, I was using the official Green Ronin Expanse system. Um, the issue was that it forced every die to be a d6. So, you know, suddenly I couldn't use the Mythic GM Game Master emulator. So I ended up switching to the unofficial age system that someone made. I forget the name, but the unofficial age system, which covers. Well, actually, let me show you in the settings over here. Age system unofficial. They have quick age settings over here, and you can pick Dragon Age, you can pick Modern Age, Fantasy Age, Blue Rose, all that stuff. Um, gives you a lot of good options. Um, so you can really kind of. There's a lot of options available. Some unofficial and even some official modules don't really get updated that often. I think it might be the Cyberpunk Red hasn't been updated yet for the latest version of Foundry. Not at least the last time I checked, it wasn't. Um, and that'll be the same for the modules, which is the next thing. I'm going to show you all some of the modules that I have. I'm going to go just with the active modules that I'm using for the Expanse one. So I'm going to go through them as I remember what they are. So party resources, that lets you. This is more useful for if you're running for a group, but it lets you create at the top bar a kind of shared resource. So, for example, if one thing I did for Star Wars games when I run them is I will have a group pool, which is kind of like it's like a joint bank account where everybody kind of donate, like puts some of their money in. They have like some personal money that they keep on them, but um, they have like some money on them, but there'll be like a group fund, and that would be like up here. There's really not a use for it in this case that I'm aware of. There was when I was doing the official Expanse system, because for some reason they didn't have a churn tracker built in. The unofficial age system has the churn tracker built right in. Dungeon draw. In no particular order, obviously, because I'm trying to remember what active token effects actually does. It's not active tile triggers, is it? Because I know... Yeah, no, it's not active tile triggers. Oh, active token effects. Okay. I know what that is now. But dungeon draw lets me... Basically, I can draw a dungeon just apropos of nothing. It won't necessarily be a good dungeon, but if you need something really quick, it's a good way to get one set up. In fact, I can probably... Let me make a new scene real quick. I'll just call this the test. Yeah, and we'll just save it as is. There's not much of a need for it. So, I will add a rectangle region. Say like about that. Now, I can draw an interior wall. It'll be a cavern. I can go that. Wall there. Wall there. Come on. Come on, mouse. Sometimes my mouse does not want to move where I want to move it. Yeah, I can draw really quick. Doesn't look very good, but it's there. It's there if I need like a small little area, and then I can paint. What are all the options here? Let's do groovy carpet. Again, this is just for demonstration purposes. Come on. Oh boy. Try drawing a simpler or closed polygon. Alright. Come on, closed polygon here. Come on. Man, the pixels are not doing too hot. Come on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, groovy carpet. There. Again, it's better for just like, I need something really quick. Now, Mythic GME tools, that is the Mythic GM emulator tools. And that's this thing right here. And it lets me, you know, character list, thread list, has a bunch of stuff over here. Bunch of options. It doesn't have every option, and I do recommend getting the actual Mythic GM emulator book. I think it's a very good thing to have. Especially if you're running solo games, having that available with all the tables just in front of you can be very helpful. On top of that, there are a bunch of different like compilations of Mythic magazines where they have like different rules, different ideas, different tables that can be very helpful. I think last episode I showed you all, I rolled a D100 to help determine some aspects of the mystery. So there's some good stuff in there in some of those compilations. Be sure to like read the description of them in the Drive-Thru RPG page to see if what's in there might be what you're looking for to help. So active token effects. Now that I remember what that is, active token effects. I believe what that's supposed to do is help with like showing like effects on the token. I know that sounds like doesn't sound super helpful, but I believe if I recall correctly, it has to do with like, for example, if I let me drop him on here. He has all these status effects. So I think I'm not sure what that equates to here. Like, that's a new... I have not seen that particular effect before. before, so I'm not sure what it does. Interesting. But I think it's supposed to help with these effects. Obviously, I haven't used it very much, so I don't quite remember what it is, but I turned it on, so I thought it was important. Dice So Nice. This isn't very easy. This one just makes prettier dice. So if I, like, roll 3d10, boom, 3d10. Right there. Yeah, and you can customize it quite a bit. Settings extender, I think that's required for some of these. Can't quite remember which. Status icon counters, I think that's just to count, like, if you can have, like, multiple stacks of a status, then it'll, like, count up. And as you can see from this yellow thing, there is a compatibility risk. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me hover here. Oh, it gives the author's name. That's cool. So yeah, if you want to see the authors, yeah, and also can be some of the links to the GitHub pages. Simple calendar, that is this thing right here, and that's just for, like, keeping track of time of day, month, day, like whenever you are. Just kind of, give you and your players, if you're running a game, give them, like, a bit of, like, oh, there's, like, for instance, oh, there's a half moon today. In the Expanse, this means nothing because it's like, okay, well, it's a half moon on Earth, I guess. So this one is a new one, theater inserts. A friend of mine is running a game, and he had this on his, and I had to add this immediately. So, turn that on, and as you can see, it turns it into kind of a visual novel, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I thought it would be a cool thing to add, and might help with a bit with some of the make some of, like, dialogues a bit more interesting. Tokenizer, this is what I use to make the tokens. And then you just right click to remove those, get those off of, turn them inactive. Tokenizer, basically, it helps, like, put an image in, like, if you, like, upload an image for your character, it makes a token, like, an actual, like, token with, like, the circle around it. Very easy. The Universal Battle Map Importer, I haven't used this yet for this, but essentially what it does is you can upload a Universal VTT file, and it'll basically import it in automatically with, like, the walls, the doors, windows, lights, everything that you, like, put in, like, on, I use Dungeon Draft to make my maps, and basically with this, I can just upload it in, and I don't have to do any weird adjustments or anything like that. If I have to pull in, like, for example, this map, this map's easy because it's much more freeform of just, like, here are the various, here's how the solar system looks kind of thing. But if I'm importing a battle map and just, like, take, like, a PNG or a JPEG of one, I can never get it to match perfectly. There's, like, some weird setting or something that just makes it nigh impossible for me. Yeah, it's just very finicky, but being able to draw your own maps on Dungeon Draft, or I think Dungeon Fog is another option for you, if you can have it export as a universal virtual tabletop file, then if you have this installed, you just click this, pick the file, boom, it's up. Very easy, very helpful. And I think that's actually it for now. I hope this was helpful. I'll put a link to Foundry Virtual Tabletop in the their website in the description. That way, you can just go there and get it and try it for yourself. If you're more interested in, if none of my packages here interest you, there are so many out there. A lot of them free for you to mess with. And sometimes some features that are in a package will eventually become part of the Foundry Virtual Tabletop base, like pings. That used to be a separate module. Now it is part of Foundry Virtual Tabletop, naturally. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching / just listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this was informative, and that'll be it. Thank y'all. Have a great day. Bye.